Welcome to the new stage of history.
Soul Calibur 6.
What's up, guys? Well Dressed Gem here with another episode of Zero to Hero, basically a podcasting series where all I do is just ramble on about the fighting game community and what's going on. And so far, we're still going out, getting our feet wet right now, trying to get as many people who might have stumbled on these videos, who aren't too sure about joining the competitive scene. Kind of how I was about 5-6 years ago. Man, it's crazy to think about that. But today's topic I want to discuss about is patches. Do we really need them? And I know what some people are thinking right now. Yes, of course we need patches. You know, things are broken and need to be fixed. While yes, there are things like, for example, in Soul Calibur 6, the Baldo 0 meter, tier 0 meter for Super Soul Charge thing. Yeah, those are bugs, but I mean things that are quote unquote broken, overpowered. I think that those are just things people need to just learn to get around that. I mean, look at a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. When the game lived on until the release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, 10 years competitively. 10 years competitively, and it went from different tier lists one to another. Along with that, look at a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where there were annoying characters like Phoenix, who eventually were nerfed when the Ultimate patch came out. People started complaining about Wesker too the moment he was announced, and you don't see many Weskers nowadays. Actually, you see more Morrigan and Morridoom, and there's still ways to get around it. Yeah, when Chris G was doing his terror from 2012 to 2013-14, it was painful to watch. I wasn't really necessarily the biggest fan of it myself, but eventually people managed to find ways to find the holes through Morridoom and such. Take out the assists, or a happy birthday and enough, or just do enough damage to the assists that Chris G wouldn't call it out unless he really needed it. So the major thing about patches is that it allows characters that need buffs, that aren't as good to be up to the level as like some top tiers, or have some top tiers get downgraded a little bit to make sure that to maintain the balance of the game, which is never easy to do. It's one of the hardest things to do, 100%. I think, like, personally right now, the only real game that has managed to achieve balance is Tekken 7. Actually, like, there's so many characters that people say are like, yeah, there are definite like top tiers. There are top 5 characters, but there has yet to be a character where like they don't have as good of tools. They have yet to be like, okay, this character is like really underpowered. They have good strings and they have good pressure essentially in a game like Tekken that's huge. Do some people wish that their characters were stronger? Yes, of course. But I think the major thing that I want to get to right now is that some people think patches elongate a game. And there really is no right or wrong answer to this. Do they? And personally, I say it's up to the hands of the community. Like I mentioned, look at games like Super Smash Bros. Melee or Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Specifically Melee, but first let's look at Marvel 2. That game had the meta change like almost a million times throughout its 10 years in the fighting game community. And Melee, people have been playing that game competitively at least for 15 years. The tier list has changed, yes. The meta has changed 100%. Back then, Link was top 2 because down throw up B was one of the best combos in the entire game. If you look at Melee now and you say that to a current Melee player, they're gonna think you're crazy. This didn't come through like this didn't come through patches and stuff. But even when the game was patched, the PAL version, not many people enjoyed playing it. They actually prefer the NTSC version a lot more. And I've heard like a lot of people say like, you know, like certain games need to be patched, and patching is what gives it long life too. But again, look at just the Marvel vs. Capcom series in general, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. People kept saying that game was dying the moment Ultimate came out, around 2014. And it got 2 or 3 more years left in EVO on the main stage, which is just crazy to think about. You know, everyone kept saying that Marvel is dying, Marvel is dying. But, and along with that, even when a bunch of fans came to patch the game themselves through the use of, essentially through their own version of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I call it PUMVC 3. Not many people play that version, to my knowledge. A lot of people just play the original version that was presented to them in the HD ports, which a lot of people thought was going to get patched, and some people were excited, but lo and behold, a lot of people were just happy with the fact that their favorite game was back. I 100% was when I heard that Ultimate Marvel 3 was coming back. I loved playing Marvel 3 when I was younger. The major thing that I want to say about patches is that patches don't increase a game's lifespan. I don't think so. I think it's up to the community's hands whether or not they want to keep forward, and as long as they're having fun with the game. If they believe a patch will be able to fix a character, whether they be strong or weak, so be it. But right now, people seem to make characters that are underpowered work. There are people who don't magically win with top tiers, too. Like, I don't really think that patches... in my opinion, I don't think patches increase the life of the game. I honestly don't. Patches exist, yes, to, of course, decrease the power of really powerful fighters. But if you're relying on a patch, well, not relying, if you're waiting for a patch to fix a character, then, well, unfortunately, and I hate using this term, you just kind of have to get good, and that's the frustrating part. You have to learn to, like, sidestep around and fight through that character. Whether it be you pick up that character or not, I would not rely personally on patches to increase your skill. I just think hard work, dedication, practice, and just playing the game is what's going to keep you better, keep making you stronger, and keep you better at a fighting game. Patches, while nice, aren't something you should be relying on. It should be on your own. It should be on your own skill. All right. Sorry to break a couple of people's hearts there, but yeah, like I've heard it a lot of times around. You know, people need to patch this. You know, Capcom needs to patch Street Fighter V. Namco needs to patch Tekken. We, as a community, need to just decide how long our game lives on. Not through a patch, not through developer input, just through the community. That's how a game lives on, in my opinion. So let's get into some matches now, guys. The major thing I have to give is huge shout out to this Giorno Giovanna outfit. I think this is using the All-Star Battle color scheme right now, as opposed to the pink that the anime is going with right now. So I start with my usual shenanigans of my back is towards the wall, where I can just easily flapjack him out of there. And they don't block, they don't break the grab. That is just a free ring out with a lot of range on it, especially for Siegfried. So in this match, I'm trying to learn as much stuff with Raphael as much as possible, because I also have a Raphael myself. I love it to death. I love playing Raph to death. He's really fun. I don't know why, but he's just way too much fun for me. Probably because I can cancel stances into itself. But the major thing you're seeing right now is that Raph has a really good vertical game, so you're seeing me sidestep a lot. In fact, he's getting me a lot with horizontals, mainly because I'm relying too much on sidestepping to get around this. Honestly, like, I don't really get salty when people taught me online, but that is just how you play. That's how you play this guy. Like, that's how you just play Raphael. Along with that, the Giovanna Joestar bloodline can taunt me while I'm there. Huge fan of the series anyway. So he's getting me a lot with the shadow stance, the shadow dodge into the break attack. 6A A plus B is one of the best like get off me tools. It's literally a burst. So right now he is about to reverse 3-0 me right now. I'm trying to see like some of the adjustments I'm making or something that like I'm like punishing him. I'm trying to mix up the moves. Usually I expect him to immediately GI after when I GI him, but he's not doing that. So I should probably just go for something that I could just easily punish him. He does activate Soul Charge, which gives him a bunch of different moves that he can use, but I don't think I give him a chance. No, I don't really. He uses the move. He uses the new Soul Gauge Rune right there, but I just cancel out using my own burst, and I try to use another Gauge text to push him forward, and I think I lose. I definitely lose. I try to poke him, and I just try to get the punish, but I don't get anything after that. Try to reach for the stars. And I give her my Dark Legacy, and God, this is a nail biter right now, and just mashing kick because generally those are faster. So that's all I have for today, guys. Overall, that was a fun match. The biggest thing, like I have to say, is that he relied a little bit. Like I said, he relied too much on horizontals, which essentially was his downfall to a degree. But yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.